I thought that as we went on and on, that the request, list of requesters for each song would get longer and longer and longer. But what's happening in reality is the request bank is getting, far flung wider and wider. And so there's usually just like 2 or 3. But having said that, there hasn't been one with this many requests in quite some time. We're doing Zero Chance by Soundgarden. As you guys tell me, first attempt on YouTube. So, it's an honor. And this is for Rasmus Sloth, Must Obey the Rules, Miles Starr, Grant Townsend, Matt Karras, Frankie Campos, Arian White, Riandi Engarda, Valentine Turchetti, Zachary Miles, Q Suzio, and Sean Rahman. Now, Riandi and Matt Karras were mentioning the acoustic version. I didn't look at the link you guys sent me, but I got all this information from the Bridge School benefit. Yeah, I'm just playing it on an electric guitar, so if that's the one, this is the one. I'm guessing they're the same anyways, but I will check that out just in case there's like some strange campfire. But I don't think there is, because you'll see. Okay, let's go. Alright, the title of this video is not Look How Good I Am at playing Zero Chance by Soundgarden. This is going to be more like, we're going to limp through this together. Ready? The first thing is what you're going to do is D9 with your middle finger, G8 with your pointer finger, and baby E11 with, you use whatever your finger you want. I'm using pinky. Now, this shape doesn't change for this first part. You're going to strum, and I think strings A to down are fair game. So, and then 1 fret higher with this exact shape. I'm not sure about that A string. It doesn't sound wrong. I don't know if it's in the recording. Doesn't matter. Do it or don't. So, and then we're going to take this shape and move it 1 string towards the ceiling. That's trickier than it seems conceptually, but now you can strum all of them. And here's the counting trick. This is not correct counting, but this is how I'm thinking of it. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next little quick beat that would occur after you land on that 3rd chord. And then the 3rd time, of course, it goes. And we change to this shape. Pointer finger and middle finger go up towards the ceiling by 1. Pinky finger goes up towards the ceiling and down a fret. So now we have 10, 9, 11, and that's it's a D chord of some sort. It's a D and a 3rd and a something. I'm not even going to think about that right now. Okay, so new shape, and all the strings are fair game when you're doing this one. So 10, 9, 11, down 2 frets to 8, 7, 9, and you do your same little incorrect 7 count there. So, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And keep strumming where, right? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're back into the thing we just did again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The second time we go through all that, from here, same shape, but just down on 3, 2, 4. Whew! Okay, ready? Well, I don't want to dwell too much on any one part, or this video will become 1,000,000 minutes long, but let's just, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do the second half here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have probably the most Jimi Hendrix thing Chris Cornell ever did. And what you're going to do is put a finger, doesn't matter, on, I like finger 2, finger middle, on E5, and you're going to pluck E, A, D. The E and the A strings are the same note there. And then grab G4 and slide it down 2. And now we got E3, open, G. Pull off on the G string and the fret where your finger is, 2nd fret, same on the D, and now 1st fret of the B string, open G, D, and then you grab, now you got to do an acrobatic finger switch here to grab the E3 with your pointer finger and slide up to 5 before we land on the 1st chord of the verse, and that is all the way across, and 5 or 7, 7 on D and G. It's like that's a D suspended 2 with an A in the bass is what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. All right, here we go. So, nice and slow, for my sake. And then we're into the verse. All right, so we left off on our D suspended 2 with an A in the bass, and we're going to just count 4. Hallelujah. 1, 2. Now, on the aforementioned bridge school thing, Chris Cornell's playing that chord, but he's using just his pinky to somehow press down D and G and not mute B and E. I guess I can't. I mean, that's really difficult for me, but that's what he's doing. So if you go watch it and you say, that's not what Ryan, well, that's what he's doing. Same thing. Okay, so, yeah. 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7 on D, G. A regular old 4-beat measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to move this shape down 2 and strum it 1. And then that G string's going to become a 4. And the bass goes bum, 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 bum. Right? So that's why you hear boom, boom, boom. On the record, I think it's going the G string 5, 4, 5. But on the bridge school one, he was clearly going 5, 4, stay there. So you do whichever one is, more satisfying for you, but more weird counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Measure of 4 followed by a measure of 5. Why? Because Matt Cameron's in the band. Got it. It's this. 5, 4, 5, 4. It does go back to the 4 again. In the bridge school, he just left it where it was, I believe, but that's officially what I think it is on the record. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's where things get weird. Ready? Grab your G chord, but leave your pinky finger out of it. So we want ring finger on B3 and open E. And then just pluck down 5 strings, starting on the low E. And then pinky finger gets G4. You could accomplish that by opening up your B string, right? But then you can't do your strummy strums quite right, because it won't have this note in it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G4. Then followed by a backward strum, specifically. It's in the recording. He does it at the bridge school thing. I just love that it's specifically a part of this song. Okay, so backward strum, and then 4 quick strums, followed by same start, but now pinky's gonna grab the A string 4th fret, and then you do the same start again. Now pinky finger grabs D4. Hear that? Back to, just for one beat there, back to G4. And then get rid of your pointer finger and move this ridiculous thing you're left with down to frets 1 and 2. That's the weirdest chord I've ever played. All right, I'm gonna try that whole thing for you. And then the part, I guess, is the chorus before the next intro. The boo-ba-doo-ba-doo thing is Hallelujah, a regular counting, straightforward part. We're going to go from the bottom one of these two, right? And we're going to do the 3-5 one up to the 5-7 one. So my G string, I think, is going 5-4, 5-4. So it's the same 2 chords as the part from before the verse, just the opposite order. I just realized there's no reason we're in the intro again and you go, and then you do your Jimi Hendrix thing, and there's no reason to keep your finger there, because you can just take it off and go. And then it's a heck of a lot easier to navigate those hammer-on pull-offs, especially the B string one, without a finger there. So go ahead and take your whatever finger you're using off if you want to, or leave it if you want to. All right, followed by the bridge. Ready? So grab a root C and a major third here on E8 and an A7. That's an E note. Okay, and just pluck down the 4 strings, and then grab G9. And then you're gonna play at bridge school. Chris just played a B power chord. You can play the whole B minor chord. If you want, you can play a 3-finger power chord. Doesn't matter. It's a B on the 7th fret of the E string, power chord, or whole minor chord. So. And the last time it goes down to G, power chord, or major chord, either way, before it does the next thing, which is the tail end of the verse. Before it goes back into more bridge. So very last bridge of the 3. Back into bridge. And then, I don't know. And then it does the chorus over the reverse order, or the original order, but to a regular 4 count again. Whatever's more satisfying there, I don't know. I'm undecided. You choose. I think I like that the best personally. Back into the bridge. I could not imagine performing this in front of lots and lots of people. You know, like Chris did. Amazing. Yep, and those are all the pieces. It ends on the... I hear that G string going back up there. Listen to it and listen to that note. Of course, what you hear is... But that note is there when you put that G string back, right? It's right there. It just kind of doesn't poke out as much as you'd like, but that's sort of what the bass does for it. Anyways, you do whichever one you like better, in my opinion. One of them's right. Maybe it changes. I don't know. But those are the pieces to Zero Chance. Thank you so much for being here for that one, especially with the Chris ones, and especially with the Chris ones that nobody else has tried. It's really an honor. Thanks for being here. See you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.